Frank Catalano back here again. One thing I know when I first started playing, I got to hear Charlie Parker. My band director brought in a actual record LP, which almost don't exist anymore, but of Charlie Parker playing, and I was like, wow, that was so cool. But I had never improvised before. I didn't even know any scales. I was just learning how to read music, so it's like, well, it seemed pretty daunting because where do you even start? You hear somebody playing all these notes and it sounds cool, but, you know, how do you start? Well, to me, he was, I feel lucky, I should say, that he was able to tell me what the blues scale was. So this is for people that maybe haven't done a lot of improvising yet, but want somewhere to start. First, the 12-bar blues, when you listen to Charlie Parker songs, Billy's Bounce, Now's the Time, Au Prévave, they're actually based on 12-bar blues. And you have, let's just pick the key of F. You'll have F7 for 4 bars. You'll have B-flat 7 for 2 bars. You'll have F7 for 2 bars. You'll have C7 for 2 bars. You'll have B-flat 7 for 2 bars. And you'll have F7 again for 2 bars. And you have 12 bars total. And a 7 chord means if you know your major scales, just flat the 7th degree. So if you have an F major scale, F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, we flat that a half step and that becomes E flat. And the same thing would apply to the B flat and the C. Basically, an F blues scale can be used over all 12 bars, and it just goes like this. For the tenor saxophone, because we have to transpose, our concert F is actually RG, or I should say a concert F is actually RG. So we have a G, we have a B flat, we have a C, we have a C sharp, we have a D, we have an F, and we have a G. And for alto saxophones, concert F is actually a D. So you'd have your D, you'd have your F, you'd have a G, you'd have a G sharp, you'd have an A, you'd have a C, and you'd have a D. And one thing that I think is super important, people get hung up on playing so many notes all the time, and it's real important to know all your scales and know chords and theory. I play a lot of piano, learn some piano, that helps. But rhythms. Rhythm is so important. You can do a lot. So I'm just going to play a triplet rhythm, but play the blues scale. That's just triplets, which is what jazz is based out of. It can either be triplet, 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 or more quarter note triplets like I was doing. Da, 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 da. But having that rhythm and that groove can really make you say something musically without having to know a lot of scales and chops, and I think that's a great way to start improvising. Don't underestimate the power of rhythm and your own sense of time, and learn these blues scales and pick up a Jamie Aebersold record or something that has some blues in it, and that'll be a great way to start.